Hello everyone, my name is Lakna. Welcome to my channel. So in this video I want to talk about the new moon that is coming up very soon on the 10th of March. So in Vedic astrology, this new moon is happening in Aquarius in the nakshatra called Purva Bhadrapada. So before I speak about this new moon, let's just go through the phases of the moon, because at the end of February we did have a very powerful full moon in the nakshatra called Marga, one of the brightest stars, which is within Leo. And this bright star and this full moon has really wanted us to release whatever has been blocking us and holding us back from feeling fully confident and comfortable and strong within ourselves, of understanding ourselves and feeling strong in our physical vessels, and really owning our light and knowing who we are on this ego level, so that we can shine our light brightly out into the world and really feel good in who we are. And now as the moon wanes and comes towards this new moon, where the moon will be completely dark at the time of the new moon, is a time for us to also face the darkness within us and really go within, be introspective and quieten our mind, quieten our environment, so that we can be completely present and still. And we can now see at the time of this new moon the other end of Leo, which literally is Aquarius. And it's interesting because with zodiac signs you see that the opposite sign has a lot of similarities and a lot of opposite qualities, but they are both on the same line because they both energies coexist, like the duality of life. So what Aquarius wants us to do after this full moon in Leo, of really releasing what is holding us back from feeling confident in ourselves. Now Aquarius wants us to completely sort of let go of our attachment to self and serve the wider community. And especially this nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada, the symbol is the front two legs of a funeral cot or a sacrificial altar. And this nakshatra really wants us to sacrifice or really let go of our ego. But what I feel with having this full moon previously, to really own our light in the healthiest way, there needs to be a balance. And this nakshatra especially shows us that. And this month especially, I spoke about this in my March monthly video, about how it is the Justice Tarot that rules over March, and justice is literally the scales of balance. And this nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada shows us how important it is to understand the duality of existence. And if you have this nakshatra in your chart, you will really understand that like we just get faced with the duality of life on a constant basis, and we learn that we are in this world and we're a part of this duality that is always here and apparent, but we don't have to, we're in the world but not exactly a part of it. We just are an observer of this duality, and we don't have to let it affect us. And we see this duality with everything in life. So with every emotion that we can experience, whether it's with fear comes courage, with happiness and bliss also comes sadness and depression and all of these things. And the contrasting experience must exist for us to be able to understand and appreciate the more higher vibrational end of that emotion or experience or whatever it is. but there is this duality that exists with everything, and I feel that this is going to be very apparent at the time of this new moon if you're open to seeing that. And it doesn't have to be a scary thing. Like, there is some really, really heavy things going on in our world, and we see that in certain countries that are really struggling, and then there are certain countries that seem to be thriving a lot more. And with this nakshatra, especially in the sign of Aquarius, we want to do our best to uplift the world and bring everyone up with us. And I feel that a lesson is that we need to just learn to shine our light and be an example, a positive example to the world, but we do not have control over other people, other situations outside of ourselves, or really anything outside of ourselves. And it's not our job to really change anything that's happening in the external. And also, this duality needs to exist, it coexists, and the more accepting we are of all of that, the less it really becomes an issue, and it will become more and more magnified and amplified, the shadows of our life, the less that we are in acceptance of it, and the more fearful we are, or the more that it is of concern. And another major lesson for this nakshatra is to really do the shadow work and see how our own shadows and our own things within us that we don't accept about ourselves, those do become magnified and amplified in the life that we live and what we see happening around us. And that is what becomes that is how we become a vibrational match to what we deem as scary or negative, or you know, on the more lower vibrational duality of this existence. But someone beautiful in my life really has helped me to come to this understanding that it's not even a hierarchical thing to have any sort of emotion. It's all equal, and it's all a part of this human existence. And if you are in a place in your life where you are on more of the experience that is uncomfortable or fearful or really not making you feel good, just know that love always helps. The feeling of love just always is the thing that will pull you out of that experience. So with the symbol being the front two legs of the funeral cot, that really shows us this otherworldly and spiritual connection that this star has, and the potential for us to gain some really divine insights. There is also the symbol of the lightning striking down to the earth, which shows another sign of this divine electrical spark of inspiration and insight that comes from the divine. And this funeral cot is where we go, where our ego goes to die. And as our ego dies, our true self emerges. And this is so profound, because this is where our real identity can emerge, and where we can really understand who we are in this otherworldly way, transcendent of the human experience in a way. And we can really discover and unlock our unique skills and traits, and what we have been put on this earth to do, to share, to uplift, to inspire, to follow our passions, whatever it is. Our unique identity can be really uncovered with this star. and there are a lot of symbols to do with that, with this star. There's this Pegasus constellation where this star is found, and it's like this horse type creature with the wings, kind of like a unicorn, which just shows how unique this energy is. And it just reminds us that we are all unique as well. Each and every one of us have something really unique about the energetic blueprint that we have here on earth. And we are so, each and every one of you, we're all so special, and it's time to remember that, and it's time to tap into that unique code of energy and aura that you are radiating out into the world, and to really own that. And what I am tapping into more and realizing from the previous full moon is, yes, it is so important to feel confident in who you are in your physical vessel here on earth, and to really, to exercise, to do yoga, to like really feel confident and comfortable in your physical vehicle, your vessel, and do what you can to feel good about yourself. And that is a massive, massive form of self-love. But what I feel moving into this new moon is that there is a even more transcendent form of self-love and confidence that comes from this place of really knowing who you are beyond the ego, beyond this physical vessel, which is a little bit, I don't want to say superficial, but I do feel that this self-love that comes through really understanding who you are and how valuable you are and what you're here to do, that is just knowing that and having that trust and belief and faith in yourself, that is like just another level of self-respect and honor for you, to knowing how special you are and how unique you are. And I want you all to be able to tap into that at the time of this new moon. So really meditate, go within, journal, reflect on your life, and reflect on these deep spiritual questions of where did you come from? Where are you going? Like, I know that it's not an important thing for everyone to know these things, but if you are like me, I know that for me, these real deeply profound questions really bring me so much joy, and I have this nakshatra in my chart. So yeah, if you're like me, just really delve deeper into these questions, because at the time of this new moon, we have this otherworldly energy available to us to really tap in. And a few days prior to this new moon, it is Mahashivaratri, so I believe that there is this powerfully divine connection to Lord Shiva in this time, and I've been really feeling that since the last full moon. There is this connection to the powerful divine masculine energy and this very transformative energy. This nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada, the deity, is also connected to Lord Shiva, and a very fierce form of Shiva. And this fierce, fiery energy allows us to go through radical shifts and transformations in our life. So this is a really powerful time. So that is basically all I wanted to share for you all with this new moon. I hope that you all have such a powerful day of really revising and setting new goals and intentions that are more aligned with who you are now at this point in time in your journey. One last thing I want to share about this energy of Aquarius and Purva Bhadrapada is this need to connect with your community as well, and your tribe and your people, and really, if you don't have that in your life, to make that a part of your intentions as well, to really align with your soul tribe and your community, your family, your people that are aligned with your true soul self, because Aquarius is about the community, and also ultimately just really honoring your unique essence in this existence of life, and really owning that, owning your light and shining that, sharing that with the world, which is that the lessons from the opposite sign of Leo, but balancing that out with the Aquarius energy of being not overly attached to who you are, so that you can share and express that light for the betterment of the community around you as well, but also making sure you have that Leo energy of giving that back to yourself when you need to, and understanding that there is, just like Leo and Aquarius, there is this balance and this duality in life that exists with every single thing, and it's not our job to try and alter that, or to bring contrasting to bring people out of contrasting experiences or anything outside of ourselves. It's not really our job to do that. It's just our job to be in acceptance of what is happening, and this duality that exists, of understanding that it's all a part of this creation, and that we are supposed to experience the full spectrum of emotions, the full spectrum of experiences that also exist. It's just all showing us different aspects of who we are, and our shadows, our, you know, just everything is just reflecting back to us different aspects of our being. So this nakshatra and this new moon really wants us to be in acceptance and in coexistence and complete non-judgment or attachment to this existence of the duality. So anyway, I hope that you all have a very beautiful new moon, and if you celebrate Mahashivaratri, I hope you have a beautiful day a few days prior to this new moon. And I believe this powerful energy of Shiva is going to just be really just overarching this new moon as well, the energies of the next few weeks as well. And then we lead into a powerful lunar eclipse at the end of the month, and honestly I believe we are already starting to feel the impact of that. So it's just a very powerfully expansive, transformative and accelerating time right now, especially if you are a Pisces. If you have any Pisces energy in your chart or any Virgo energy in your chart, you're going to be going through massive transformations this month, and this is just the beginning. So I hope you all have such a beautiful, magical month, and I hope that you can all see the powerful benefits and just see all these changes that are happening in the most highest perspective for yourself, to see that it's all serving your highest good. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next video.